So I'm going to be deploying a society simulator on an open repository on GitHub and inviting engineers and developers alike, even people from different social hierarchy classes. If you're in the military, you're in the government, you're in the enterprise industry, commercial industry, public service industry, whatever it is, this is going to be of interest to you, because this society simulator is basically taking the accumulation of everything I've done over the years and building it into a range of different repositories that I've built. These are hundreds of repositories of different applications. And these applications in the simulator is basically taking everything that exists in society, bringing it into the simulator. And from land app, home app, citizens app, neighborhood app, community app, city app, county app, state app, federal app, and their respective departments and sub-departments. And so these are all like real apps, okay? This isn't like just me saying app and you'd be like, oh, wow, he's saying an app. Like, no, bro, it's an app. Like, you can log in, navigate through the portal, see how that is interfaced in your country, your state, your neighborhood, you, okay? Because a lot of this stuff is public accessible data. And what I'm doing is I'm mirroring kind of like a digital twin of the earth. People say that stuff, and then when I look at what people say when they say it, I'm like, that's not what I think when I say it. I mean, we, in a way, when this is done, right? My objective is to build a sandbox for society to where we could take all the things that we like about society that's mirrored, right, that we can accessibly access, bring it in the simulator, incorporate some of these new tools that I've invented and others that participate have invented can bring into the sandbox, and we can test it out. And in a way, we could theoretically run society in the simulator and using new tools and stuff like that, validate it, and if we can get enough collaborators working on this, we, in a way, it would be like a big giant reality sim game. But this simulator would be with real data, not like hypothetical data. It'd be like real data that's accessible using real developer tools that we have available to us, incorporating real governance structures that we can assemble. Even though it's in the simulator, we're validating what we've built. And if we can get enough traction to where we can validate that this system is clearly better than the system that we're using right now, then it gives us an argument of leverage that this is what reality should be. And that's the thing that we're pushing for, is that we're not going to complain about reality anymore, because that's all I hear. People complain. But this is where the rubber meets the road and is the brass tacks of solution. Because if we can build something better, validate that it is more efficient, and hopefully, my objective would make it the largest open source repository humanity has. Because if we can do that, then we have a real shot at really changing the world in a way that we see as validating to what we want to build, not what we don't want to live in. And that being said, it's the best way that I see fit of how we could incorporate real change. Because any other way, the engines that are running society are just not feasible. And this is really the best solution that I personally could come up with, which is inviting people in. And because if we're waiting on others to save the system, I look at it like this. The system sucks. There's some value in it, but overall, the big, large majority, it's trash. It was built post-World War II, and it's just not legitimate anymore. Sorry, I'm doing things. But the that's my train of thought on this, right? So if you're into what I'm talking about or whatever, or you're just like shadow watching what I do, there's my update for you. You like that?